While reading through the topic questions, I was drawn to this topic as it encouraged me to evaluate my own understanding of the tent embassy and what it represents. I hadn't questioned if it was politically relevant as I had never known the reasons for its creation. In a way, I considered the embassy to be that more of a symbolic nature, until participating in this unit, of course. It had been perceived once majority feel that the purpose of a site has been achieved, there is a need to shift focus on what's happening right now that reflects a patriotic city. As many historians have mentioned, the overall design plan of Canberra was underpinned by political presence. The tent embassy was not on that design plan, but has made an impact locally, nationally and internationally on the importance of political presence for all Australians, in particular the Indigenous people of Australia. As a young girl growing up, I learned about the Aboriginal tent embassy and its living presence through observation, on school trips to Old Parliament House, Questacon and many more, as well as driving past it on regular occasions. I remember always spotting people walking, chatting or sitting around the fire. It was a fascinating place as a child, and to this day I still find myself looking to see what's happening at the tent embassy. Due to the tent embassy being within an area of Canberra that has a lot of traffic and tourism, it has been a talking point amongst Canberrans with many opinions on what the tent embassy stands for and what it does on a political, historical and symbolic level. I've been a participant of these discussions throughout my life here in Canberra, thus encouraging me to further investigate this topic. So, is the tent embassy still politically relevant? Some believe not so much, as we have seen by Tony Abbott's previous statements that questioned if it was time to move on from the political protesting the tent has historically been associated with. I think his direct comments were, quote, "I think it is probably time to move on from that," end quote. Do Mr. Abbott's comments ring true? Is the tent embassy politically irrelevant? As I began to explore research papers on the tent embassy, I found it quite interesting that the site was constantly referred to in past tense, as if it had fulfilled its purpose, or that it only ever had one political meaning. I discovered more about the tent embassy and its evolution through my readings. Michael Anderson was one of the original founders of the tent embassy, and he says there have been gains in Indigenous land rights, but the focus is now sovereignty. It just made sense. Of course the tent embassy is politically relevant, as it has evolved just like many features of our society. My essay explores how in fact it is relevant and why, as in my opinion, to say it is just a symbolic site and holds no political relevance to today's issues, thoughts and society is similar to placing the white blindfold on and continuing on with everyday life.